How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we continue the Patron What If week with our third entry. This What If was suggested by my patron, Patron. So I hope you enjoy this, man. If you missed the previous two Patron What If entries, then make sure you go and check those out. This week is the Patron What If week, where if you're a patron, you'll be able to suggest a what if to me, and I'll turn it into a video. Huge shout out to my other patrons as well, as along with Patrick Sandlin, we have Dreadpool, Mr. Darkness, Always Zero, and John Lister. Thank you all so much for being able to support me here. Now, for this story, it's not going to be Chi-Chi being a Saiyan for all her life, as that doesn't make much sense. But there is an alternative way for her to actually become a Saiyan. We know Chi-Chi as somebody that wants discipline, money, and good for her family. She has noticed that she's a very strong lady, but she's not as strong as she needs to be. She saw that clearly when her father was almost killed, when his castle was burning down. She tried to help her father, but was powerless to do anything. Goku was able to save the day again though, and while she is very thankful, this experience also made her feel powerless. She's the one who's supposed to carry on her family's legacy of strong fighters, but she's already an adult and has no way to get to Goku's strength yet. It doesn't make her feel the nicest. Chi-Chi is of course a good fiancé right now and tells Goku all she is feeling. Goku would do his best to comfort her, and tells her that it's not a problem if she doesn't feel strong enough, he'll just train her up, and the two can be the most powerful couple in the world. Chi-Chi likes the sound of that, but she knows it won't really be training for Goku, since he's so much more powerful than she is. It'll just be like babysitting for him. She doesn't want that for her soon-to-be husband. So, shortly before the wedding, Chi-Chi goes off to Capsule Corp and asks Bulma for the Dragon Radar. Bulma would of course ask her why she needs it, and Chi-Chi just lies that she wants to get the 4-star ball as a wedding present. This is a good excuse for Bulma, and she gives her the radar. Chi-Chi then goes off on a flying Nimbus to collect all of the Dragon Balls as fast as she can. Luckily, Chi-Chi is able to ride on the Nimbus, so she's able to go around the planet very fast to find the Dragon Balls. Once she has gathered them all, Chi-Chi summons Shenron. Shenron asked the young lady what it is she would like to wish for, and Chi-Chi wishes she could be exactly like her husband, with his fighting ability. Shenron thinks about this wish, like, does she want the root of his fighting ability maybe? Yeah, let's go with that. Shenron grants her wish, and Chi-Chi begins to change. She can feel herself getting slightly taller, and her muscles begin growing ever so slightly. She also feels something very strange around her butt. She looks down and sees a tail? What just happened? Chi-Chi asks the dragon what he just did to her, and Shenron says she granted her the wish of her wanting the abilities of Goku, so he made her just like him. Shenron then departs, leaving Chi-Chi kinda worried about what she has just done. Now she's exactly like Goku. She feels good, actually. Like she really does want a good fight, and the thought of anybody training isn't so bad of an idea anymore. Goku obviously saw the sky go dark, and knew Chi-Chi was going out to look for something, so he immediately went off to find her, seeing if she's okay. He asked her what exactly happened, and she breaks down, telling him that she made a wish for her to have the fighting ability of him. And apparently the wish worked very well, as she now has a tail just like what he had. She is very worried that Goku would be angry at her for cheating her way to power, but Goku is actually pretty happy. He says that with this new power of hers, then he'll be able to get some good training in, and now he'll get to help her out much more to train her tail, and he wants to spend as much time with her as possible, so this is a great opportunity for that. Chi-Chi is very happy that Goku doesn't think less of her, and they go off back to their home to test out this new body of Chi-Chi's. If you're wondering what I mean by that, let's just say that this is the night where Gohan is conceived. After the two have a fantastic wedding, Goku and Chi-Chi begin to actually train together, with Goku showing his wife the basics of using your tail in a fight, and how to sense energies. Sure, they don't train all hardcore, since Chi-Chi is pregnant, but once she gives birth to Gohan, she's ready for some real training. A big thing with Gohan too, is the fact that he's not a half-breed anymore, he's a full-blooded Saiyan. And that could be a little bit of a problem, as his potential isn't as great due to him being full-blood. But as you're gonna see in a minute, that doesn't really matter. Since Chi-Chi is a Saiyan now, she has all of the Saiyan instincts of wanting to fight and get stronger. She of course still has her personality of wanting her son to become a scholar, but that is pretty much going to get put in the background, as she wants her son to be nice and strong too. Goku tells her that he didn't really start hardcore training until he was about 3 years old, so they're going to wait until then to really train Gohan. The two are excellent Saiyan parents though, and find a perfect mix of training and raising their son. Goku and Chi-Chi pretty much train every day, and since Goku this time is a very powerful training partner, he's going to get a lot more powerful in this gap. Before Gohan is even 3 years old, Goku has managed to get his power level into 700s range by training with his wife, and Chi-Chi herself isn't too far behind, with the new Saiyan probably being in his 690s. Once Gohan begins to train with his parents as well, it's even better training for the whole family. Of course, Gohan is now a full-blood, meaning his drive for fighting is a lot more, and he wants less of studying and more fighting. Gohan this time is very similar to what Goten was, and his personality this time is mostly just like his. With these three training together for this whole gap before Raditz, everybody has become very powerful warriors. Chi-Chi has become much more powerful and skilled in fighting, which she wants to be and able to protect her loved ones. And she also is able to get Gohan up there in power, being able to defend himself as well. In terms of power level right before Raditz, I'll say that Goku is around 924, with Chi-Chi being around 895, and Gohan being around 235. None of them are as strong as Raditz quite yet, but they are catching up to him there. This has been a very beneficial 5 years of training for Goku and Chi-Chi. When it's time to meet up at Kame House, Chi-Chi would come along as well, as I have no idea why she didn't in canon, and she totally should have gone along. Goku's family arrives at Kame House, and Roshi and the others are surprised to see Chi-Chi with a tail? What exactly happened? Chi-Chi just laughs, telling the story to everybody, when suddenly she is cut off by sensing a huge battle power approaching this planet. Goku can sense it too, and before anybody really has any time to react, Raditz shows up on the island. Raditz tells Goku his Saiyan heritage, which is surprising to everybody present. Especially Chi-Chi, as now she knows what happened to her. She got transformed into a Saiyan by Shenron. Raditz is very confused by Chi-Chi, as he didn't remember another Saiyan woman being brought to this planet, so why is she here? And these two managed to have a child as well. If Kakarot doesn't agree with his ideals, then he'll just go ahead and take this kid to prove a lesson to him. But of course, Goku has become much more powerful than his canon self, as Goku is able to block Raditz's swift kick, and manages to counter with a blow to the face. Raditz is caught off guard, and then suddenly attacks his brother, with Goku not expecting him to be this powerful, and he gets knocked around a little bit. Chi-Chi doesn't want to see her husband be beaten around, and lands a roundhouse kick to the side of Raditz's head, breaking his scouter and sending him into the sand. Goku and Chi-Chi then launch a marriage Kamehameha at Raditz, which hits him dead on. This dual Kamehameha actually damaged Raditz greatly right off the bat, and he is much weaker than before. Since Goku and Chi-Chi are still mostly at full power, it's not hard for the two of them to work together and fight off Raditz. These two fight together much better, because of course they do, they're husband and wife, and have been training hardcore together for 5 years. They have amazing teamwork, and with these two powerhouses working together, Raditz doesn't stand a chance. Gohan is cheering for his parents this whole time, with Roshi and the others being very impressed on how much these two have improved. Raditz is beaten badly, and tells the two that while they may have been able to beat him, there are 2 more Saiyans coming to the planet to avenge him. Goku says that they'll be ready for them, and Raditz has a choice between joining them or just leaving the planet. Raditz glares daggers at his brother, and turns to run away. Before Raditz is able to go far though, he is hit by a beam going right through his chest. Raditz falls to the ocean, lifeless, with Piccolo landing on the island. Goku asks Piccolo why he did that, and Namekian tells him that he was probably going to go back to his friends, and help them out in destroying the planet. Piccolo says that by themselves, Goku and Chi-Chi wouldn't have been able to beat him, and if these Saiyans are more powerful than him, then they're not going to be able to do anything. He can tell that these guys are very powerful, and if he's allowed to, he would love to train with them, as if they all work together in training, then maybe they can get the strength they need. Goku would love to train with Piccolo, but Chi-Chi tells him that there's no way, as he's done way too much evil, and knowing him, he's probably going to try to kill Goku. Goku tells Chi-Chi that even if Piccolo does try anything, he's way more powerful than him now, and they might actually have a chance of fighting against these Saiyans, if they train themselves up well. Kami contacts the Z-Fighters of Earth too, and summons them up to his lookout. Goku, Chi-Chi, and Piccolo go up to the lookout, with Kami explaining that fighting off against these Saiyans isn't going to be easy, and it would be better if these guys all trained up on the lookout themselves. They try their best in defeating the Saiyans. Kami does think that he could try to bring them all to King Kai, and contacts King Yemma, asking if it would be possible. King Yemma tells Kami that King Kai may accept one of these guys, but for the rest of them, they're going to be on their own. Chi-Chi doesn't accept this, and straight up yells at King Yemma, saying that if he doesn't let them all travel to see King Kai, then there's going to be a whole lot of souls he's going to have to check up on, since the Earth will just be destroyed. King Yemma is kind of intimidated by Chi-Chi, and says that he'll allow the two of them to train under King Kai. He's not going to allow Piccolo though, as it would be better for Piccolo to work with his other half. Chi-Chi is grateful that she's able to go off with Goku, but is worried about leaving Gohan behind on Earth. Kami tells the two that Gohan will be up on the lookout training with him, and he'll make sure to take great care of him. Goku and Chi-Chi say goodbye to Gohan, and begin to travel down Snake Way to meet King Kai. The two Saiyans are able to travel down Snake Way in far less time, since they are both much stronger than Canon Goku, and have much longer flight than before. So they're able to fly most of the way down. Plus, they have each other to talk to on the way there, which distracts them from being tired, as they can just talk and take their minds off of it. In just 3 months, Goku and Chi-Chi make their way to King Kai, and begin their training under him. With Goku and Chi-Chi training together under King Kai, they get even bigger gains in power, since they actually have a training partner to spar with. Plus, they are both Saiyans, so they're both going to have some good Zenkai boosts after hard matches as well. Goku and Chi-Chi have 2 additional months of training as well, meaning that they are both able to fully utilize the Kaioken and Spirit Bomb. Again, mainly since they're both able to train together. Goku and Chi-Chi managed to get their power levels to around the level that Goku was when he first arrived on Namek. That's right, they're going to be that powerful. They're only able to get a max Kaioken of ×5, but since they spar together using that multiplier and get countless Zenkais, they're able to get their powers up to an insane amount. Once their training is complete, Genkai wishes the two luck, and they both head off to Earth to try and defeat these Saiyans. Back on Earth, the Z-Fighters all train together with Kami, and this is very beneficial for Gohan, as he has a lot more sparring partners to help him out in getting stronger, meaning Gohan also gets stronger than he originally was in the Saiyan saga. Piccolo, being up on the lookout with Kami, helps the two get a little closer as well, with Piccolo losing most of the evil in him much faster than before. Even without Chi-Chi really being around on Earth, her becoming a Saiyan really helps out all the Z-Fighters, as they have all gotten much stronger than in canon. Once the Saiyans arrive, Yamcha is able to survive the initial Cybermen attack, but once Nappa begins to go on his rampage, things aren't looking so good for everybody. Nappa attacks Tien, and while Piccolo, Krillin, and Yamcha try to help, it's no good, as Nappa is able to throw them aside as well. Gohan is more confident here to fight, and tries his best to help out against Nappa, but he doesn't have his rage boost here as much, due to him not being able to utilize his human half's rage. The group is able to hold off Nappa for a little bit longer than usual, but eventually Yamcha and Tien both fall to Nappa. Chaozu is distraught by seeing his best friend die, and goes off and trying to blow himself up to avenge Tien. But before he has a chance to, Nappa is knocked away. Goku and Chi-Chi reveal themselves, arriving much earlier than Goku did in canon, due to the two being more skilled in flying, and Chi-Chi having the bright idea to use the Kaioken to fly faster. They've made it hours before they were originally supposed to. The two are very angry that Yamcha and Tien have been killed, and instantly cripple Nappa. The two don't even need to use the Kaioken, as just working together has Nappa stand no chance at all. Vegeta is disgusted that Nappa was taken out by a Saiyan woman, and flings him into the air, killing Nappa himself. Vegeta then looks to Chi-Chi, and asks her if she would be willing to ditch this low-class trash and marry a real Saiyan prince, so they can rule this galaxy together. Chi-Chi, as she always does when she gets angry, instantly goes Kaioken, and with one hard blow to the head, knocks out Vegeta. Chi-Chi then spits on Vegeta for suggesting such a thing. Goku is very surprised that Chi-Chi didn't hold back at all, and unleashed all of her full power to take out the Saiyan. Chi-Chi says of course she did, as he talked crap about her. She may be a Saiyan now, but she's not like her husband, wanting to have a fair fight with everybody. The group wonder what to do with Vegeta, and Piccolo says they could kill him, but he knows that's not what Goku wants. He's too evil to be left around though, so they're going to have to come up with something else to do. Piccolo unleashes the Mafuba, and is able to seal away Vegeta. Goku completely forgot that Piccolo knew the Mafuba, and praises him for being able to utilize it. Vegeta is sealed away now, and all that's left to do is revive Yamcha and Tien, which is pretty easy as the Dragon Balls are already gathered just in case, and the two are brought back to life. With Chi-Chi around, the attack of the Saiyans went much easier than usual, and there's no need to go to Namek since everybody who died was already able to come back, meaning we get to completely skip the Frieza saga, which is a huge deal as we have an upcoming threat that may be trouble for a new brand of Z-Fighters. We're going to be dealing with that though, next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed what may have happened if Chi-Chi managed to wish herself into a Saiyan, as this was a whole lot of fun to write, and see what changes would occur. If you guys want to see more of this scenario, then make sure you guys like this video and subscribe, so I can get to working on the next part faster. Anyways, until we meet again you guys, see you later!